Have faith.
So in this video, we are going to talk about sigils and how the occult applies them. A sigil is a symbol with a mystical or magical meaning. The word sigil derives from the Latin word sigillum, which means seal, and it's the root of many other English words such as signature, sign, and signal. So in general, sigil means a pictorial signature from an angel or a demon or a spirit. Now, the occult will use sigils as the true name of a demonic being. Now, when you have access to the true name of a demonic being, that gives you somewhat control over that entity. For an example, the Lesser Key of Solomon contains sigils for the princes of the hierarchy of hell. It's a way that he controlled them, apparently through this magical ring. For an example, when you're doing an exorcism, all right, you are trying to find out the name or the sigil of that particular demon. With this, it allows you to control or stop this in particular demon. See, once you have the true name of a demonic entity, you have power over that entity. The magician acknowledges a desire, and he gets the appropriate symbols, and he arranges them in an easily visualized glyph. Using any of the Gnostic techniques, he refines the sigil, and by force of will, hurls into the subconscious from where the seal can begin unencumbered by desire. So basically, a sigil is kind of like hypnosis, but it's a symbol that is used to imprint something in someone's subconsciousness. So now, in the hands of the wrong practitioner, what happens is that they will use this to imprint something deep within someone's subconscious mind by symbolism. That way that they will have complete control over that person. Just as if we talked about earlier about King Solomon and how he had the sigils and he was able to control the demonic entities. Same principle applies here. Now, this is going to be something that is really quite popular at the moment, so I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in time throughout your career, you will actually run into this. So one thing that's important to keep in mind is that when it comes to the world, when it comes to the occult, symbolism is very, very much a huge part of the occult in general. Everything is done by symbolism. Look, whenever I first got into this field and I started studying and learning about symbolism, I was absolutely flabbergasted at how big of a role symbolism plays in our society, in how there is a dark undertone to symbolism that is everywhere, that 99.9% of the population has absolutely no idea, because the way they look at it, who cares, right? Who cares what a symbol actually means? It doesn't affect me. But see, that's where you're wrong. You see, symbolism is a vessel that has power, okay? All right, it leaves, like you learned, a very deep imprint in people's subconscious mind. And people don't realize how this does, in fact, control their lives. I mean, think about advertisements on TV from companies. They use symbolism everywhere, right? It's symbolism. That is because it strikes a chord deep down in our subconscious mind that says, hey, I want a Coke. No, maybe I want a Dr. Pepper. No, maybe I want a Monster. Monster 333 or 666. That is a story for another day. But anyway, I hope you guys get the point that symbolism plays a huge role when it comes to the occult. Matter of fact, I challenge you to do your research this week into symbolism and how big of a role it actually plays in our world.